of chat about their need for a striker, but it could be a midfielder's arrival that's imminent.
Yes, good news for Arsenal supporters because they're closing in on signing Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Now, he won't actually join until the summer, but he is a player who's got a €60 million release clause. That's about £51 million. Lots of other clubs have been interested in signing him. For instance, he was close to joining Liverpool last summer before that deal collapsed at the last minute. But Arsenal have been in talks to sign him. I think Mikel Arteta has played a big part in convincing the player that Arsenal is the right move for him. And I think it makes sense for Arsenal as well because there are question marks over the long-term future of midfielders like Jorginho, Thomas Partey, who are out of contract in the summer. So it looks like Arsenal just doing a little bit of forward planning. I think it would have helped them if he was able to move this month, but it looks like Real Sociedad is saying no, we want him to stay until the summer, but it looks like in the summer they will be getting Martin Zubimendi. Of course, they've done a lot of business with Real Sociedad in the past as well. Mikel Merino, they signed. They've also had players like Martin Odegaard, who used to play for Real Sociedad as well. So good news for Arsenal fans. Perhaps not the news they wanted because they want a forward.
The football universe is still reeling after Arsenal pulled off one of the most audacious transfers in recent history, securing Brazilian wonderkid Rodrygo Goes from Real Madrid in a sensational, record-breaking move. At just 22 years old, the electrifying winger, known for his blistering pace, dazzling footwork, and clinical eye for goal, is swapping the glitz of the Santiago Bernabeu for the roar of the Emirates Stadium. This is not just another signing. This is a statement of intent. Rodrygo's journey from the streets of Osasco, Brazil, to the heights of European football has been nothing short of meteoric. After joining Real Madrid from Santos in 2019, the young Brazilian quickly made his mark, scoring in the Champions League, delivering match-winning performances in La Liga, and earning a reputation as one of the most composed finishers of his generation. For years, Premier League clubs have kept an eye on him. But Arsenal with Mikel Arteta at the helm have finally made the decisive move. Rumoured to have faced competition from PSG, Manchester City, and Liverpool, the Gunners somehow managed to convince both Madrid and Rodrygo that North London was the perfect next step. Reports suggest Arsenal have splashed out close to £85 million to secure the Brazilian's services, a figure that not only breaks the club's transfer record but also signals their determination to compete toe-to-toe with Europe's elite. Club insiders say the negotiations were swift but intense. Real Madrid, eager to free up space for their own attacking reinforcements, reluctantly agreed to part with one of their brightest stars. The deal, finalized after a whirlwind 72 hours, was met with a mix of shock and disbelief from fans and pundits alike. For Arsenal fans, the prospect of Rodrygo, Bukayo, Saka, and Gabriel Martinelli leading the charge is nothing short of mouth-watering. Three young, fearless, and technically gifted wingers, all capable of winning a game on their own, give Arteta unprecedented tactical flexibility. Rodrygo brings explosive acceleration and razor-sharp dribbling, able to beat defenders inside or out. Saka offers creativity, vision, and a knack for stepping up in big moments. Together, they could form one of the most devastating attacking trios the Premier League has ever seen. This move also highlights the growing pulling power of Mikel Arteta. Since taking charge in 2019, he has transformed Arsenal from a team in transition to a genuine title contender. Signings like Gabriel Jesus, Declan Rice, and now Rodrygo reflect a clear strategy: build a squad young enough to dominate for years, but experienced enough to handle high-pressure moments. Arteta's style of football, fast, fluid, and possession-based, seems tailor-made for a player like Rodrygo. His ability to operate on either flank or even as a central forward means Arsenal now have an extra layer of unpredictability in their attack. Within minutes of the announcement, social media exploded. The hashtag Rodrygo to Arsenal trend globally, with Gunners fans flooding timelines with memes, celebration videos, and ambitious predictions. Rodrygo, Saka, Martinelli, defenders are going to need therapy sessions after facing us. Another simply posted a photo of the Premier League trophy, captioned, "But with great excitement comes great expectation." Arsenal supporters will demand that Rodrygo hits the ground running, and in the unforgiving pace of the Premier League, patience is rarely abundant. With Manchester City still dominating the league and Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester United all strengthening, Arsenal's acquisition of Rodrygo could be the edge they need. His knack for delivering in big games, from scoring in Champions League semi-finals to producing last-minute winners, might just be the ingredient that turns near misses into silverware. If Rodrygo adapts quickly to English football, the Gunners could finally break their 2-decade wait for the league title. The arrival of Rodrygo Goes is more than just a signing, it's a signal that Arsenal are ready to reclaim their place at football's summit. The Emirates is about to witness a new brand of attacking football, one built on flair, speed, and relentless ambition. For fans in North London and beyond, the message is clear: Arsenal aren't coming, they're already here.